Hello, this is Mac, and we are focused on Barbados. Today I want to focus your attention on something that has been troubling me for quite some time. And I want to start off by talking about a conversation I had with a very good friend of mine who is a prospective candidate in the next election. And she told me of a question posed by a constituent. The constituent asked her, when is the next election? And she said to him, in about 2 years. And his response was, I would like it to be soon because I want a piece of money. He is willing to sit down and wait until the next election to get a piece of money. Meanwhile, he sits down, he's doing nothing. And what he doesn't understand about that money that he receives is that it is a part of the recolonization of his mind and the recolonization of the mind of Barbadians. I have seen this to be a scourge. I've seen this to be the most present evil in our political system. I hate it. I don't like the look of it. I don't like the sound. I don't like the feel of it. I want to say this to all of us and all of you who are listening. We have new masters. We have new masters. They look like us. They talk like us. But there's one thing that's for sure, they do not behave like us. They come to us and they seek our vote, they have all ears. And then we decide we do not want to do the hard work. We do not want to ask the difficult questions. And they turn up once every 5 years for a job interview, and we don't want to ask the hard questions to get into their minds. We don't ask them what it is they're all about. We don't put them on the line. And they're just waiting for us to make that stupid move to elect them. And after we have done that, they make us pay the price for being so silly to elect them. Because we did not do the hard work. We pay a dear price. And then look at us after the election and say, it was about you before the election, now it's all about me. They build monuments to themselves, and then they say to us, you pay for it. They say to us, you pay for it. They leave us with great debt. They saddle our children and our grandchildren with debt. And many of us will die and we will not be able to repay that debt because of their avarice, their greed. This whole thing is so diabolical. Now when I think of it, many times I suck my teeth. And I've often said to some of my friends, there are 7 people in Parliament that I can't wait to see the backs of. I cannot wait till the day comes when I see the backs of those people. Some are going to be difficult to dislodge, but I think we as a people, we have to sit down and look at our country and where it's going and determine, you see these, we have to stop these. The same way they get in, we have to put them out. We cannot build a nation with a group of people like these who prey on us. who represents the worst. I would like to think that we are better than all of this. The whole landscape has changed so much that I doubt that it can be retrieved. I am not that hopeful that in my lifetime that we will be able to retrieve our country and bring our country back from disaster, because that's where it's headed. People will say that we have an economic problem. The problem is not really economic, you know. The problem is a mind problem. That's where it gets its genesis, right in our minds. We do some weird things to ourselves. And let me give you a classic example of how bad this thing is. Last year around Independence time, my last daughter came home one evening. She said, "Daddy, I got all my questions right in class today." And I said, "That's good, darling. Let me see." And I was appalled and I became very angry when I saw that the answer to every question was the same. Error barrel, error barrel, error barrel, error barrel. That's dishonesty. Independence was a process. We didn't get up one morning and one person said, "Today you're independent." It was a process. And I was angry at the teacher, and my wife said to me, "No, Matt, you can't be angry at the teacher. That comes down from the Ministry of Education." And I said to her, "The Ministry of Miseducation. That's not education. Do we want to do this to our people? Are we satisfied with this?" And those same people, they will sit down every week and write checks to their constituents, $350. And they will line up in the constituency offices and they would receive those checks every week. And they create garrisons for themselves. And those people in those constituencies, they do not look to see that what it is that is being done to their minds. No dignity in work. You don't have to work. Big Daddy will look after you. Stay home. Do nothing. I will take care of you. But who really pays for this? Who really pays for this? If a parliamentarian pays each constituent, 20 of them a week, $350, that's $7,000 a week. His salary may be $16,000, $18,000 a month. At the end of the month, he is out by about $9,000 to $12,000. He has his family to take care of. Where does the rest of the money come from? We have to sit down and start to ask ourselves the hard questions. Who pays for it? Our economy would be a lot better if we had better minds, I'm sure about that. But the poverty of the minds that make up our parliament is our biggest challenge as a people. This has saddened me over the past few years, and I'm telling you, I'm saying this to you, and I don't care who is upset with this, but when you look at what the people are saying and listen to what the people on the ground are saying, there's a deep cynicism that pervades our society. They become cynical about the political process, about the political culture. And and the political class, they have become cynical about it. And they will tell you they're all the same. They are no different. And this is bad. This is bad. We have a lot of work to do. We have to hold these people accountable for their behavior and their actions. We cannot sit down and say, well, it's okay. No, it's not. And the question I want to ask you out there, what kind of country do you want to bequeath to your children and your grandchildren? You would like to believe that the country you leave is a lot better than the one you found. But I can't say today that the country I found is a lot better than the country that we have now is a lot better than the one that I found. No, no, no. I don't see it. We don't care for each other. We see people fall and we laugh. We see people in pain and we take out our cell phones and we snap it and we send it all over the place. We skin our teeth. We laugh and we jeer at the tragedy of human suffering. Folks, we really got to get up and do something about this. This is a real serious problem we have. That's all for today. This has been Refocus in Barbados. And as usual, I'm Mac. Thank you.